You're in luck though, because the action continues. We're starting with a singles match. I know you love doing this, which is scheduled for...
How many falls? One. It's one. CJ, it's one.
Nailed it.
What a nice surprise this is.
We just found out a couple of days ago on NCCW social media, which if you're not following us, what are you doing?
Truly.
That Jonny DeLuca makes his return here in NCCW. CJ Owen, Sean Winfield on the call back from intermission. And Jonny DeLuca coming in. A little bit of card subject to change, couple of last minute changes as the wrestling business goes. Big shout out to Rajan Hushler, who will not be joining us on either event tonight. Unfortunately sustained an injury. We wish him the best, but he was planned to take on Mr. Electricity, Jonny DeLuca, making a return to NCCW. We haven't seen DeLuca since the very first event.
And a very different attitude this time around. This is the man who has found himself as a talent, and his confidence is through the roof right now, as you can see. He doesn't feel like he needs the fans anymore.
But now DeLuca is not facing Husher. Who's he facing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh,
Brent Banks, someone who's held gold from Barrie to Border City, from Smash to Super Kick, Alpha One. He's held gold everywhere he goes. You want to talk about electricity, you want to talk about athleticism. One of the finest athletes in Ontario today.
Brent Banks, near 2 decades of wrestling experience, coming here to NCCW, and that's why NCCW is the place to be. It is a hidden gem in Ontario, but it's not going to be hidden for very long because it's going to be the place to be, especially with talent like Brent Banks coming in.
Everybody wants to be here. That's how you can get someone like a Brent Banks at the last minute, because everybody wants to be here. What's maybe the most amazing about Brent Banks is he simply doesn't age. He's in better shape now than he was 10 years ago.
In better shape than I am.
I mean, yeah.
Sure. But this is going to be very interesting. As obviously a last-minute replacement for Jonny DeLuca coming in, and then a last-minute replacement for DeLuca's opponent.
Yes. And we know neither of them have had time to prepare for the other one, because they're both last-minute replacements.
Referee Bobby Bags is going to be doing his best to have this very interesting matchup that we did not see coming. We're going to do our best here to call the action and get ready for the second half of our first of 2 events here in Port Dover.
And this should be electric. Both of these men are so explosive, so fast, so technically sound. This could steal the show. This could steal the day, CJ. These two are that good.
And we still have coming up, the Dijak Hijack comes to NCCW as Dijak is going to be taking on Jesse B, and that big old 6-person. Let me be grammatically correct here. 6-person Exodus versus NCCW. BB Smooth, Taylor Rising, and Hayden Backlund returning, this time on the side of NWA Exodus, taking on Wayne Allen, Jody Threat, and our very own NCCW heavyweight champion, Pretty Ricky.
Cannot wait for that match. You can tell we talked about how everybody wants to be here in NCCW. That's why you can get a promotion like NWA Exodus to come here. They want to be part of this too. Of course, they're coming here to take over.
Very interesting to see NWA Exodus make a statement here in NCCW. I mean, usually they're based out of the Cleveland, Ohio area in the United States, but coming here to NCCW is very interesting. But more about that later.
Yes, let's talk about what's happening in the ring right now. Brent Banks
Brent Banks
trying to get Jonny DeLuca to actually race people. He seems... Oh, that's the Jonny DeLuca we're coming to know across Ontario. Not the friendly, not the happy-go-lucky guy he was last time we saw him. Jonny DeLuca is an arrogant prick, for lack of a better word.
You know, I was thinking that word, honestly, but I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did, Sean.
Oh, good. I'm going to get in trouble with NCCW. But yeah, that is who he is now. The talent has gone to his head, and you can tell by looking at him. You don't need me to say it.
No. But look how quick and how fast Banks was snapping off that head scissors.
The crowd is alive now. You can feel the energy has shifted in here with Brent Banks and his fast pace.
Who knows what's going to be going on in our second event later on today, this double event here in Port Dover at Clash of the Coast.
Checking his teeth there.
Beautiful.
Still intact.
Beautifully cross-body and the height and the curve in mid-air is just so clean, so crisp from Brent Banks.
In wrestling for 2 decades, he's been working at this level for so long. He's another guy. We talked about Shane Saber being deserving of opportunities. Brent Banks is another one. Absolutely. I've seen so many peers go to that next level. He's that good.
But that sling blade and snapping off from DeLuca and very quick to give himself a bow and patting himself on the back.
Everyone loves Jonny DeLuca more than Jonny DeLuca. How much time did he just waste though, CJ?
I mean, Jonny DeLuca really just brash is the best word to describe him. I mean, I thought the likes of someone like Kyle Boone was brash. That is a drop in the ocean compared to Jonny DeLuca here.
Yeah, maybe showing a little bit of that inexperience compared to a Brent Banks. The amount of time that he spends trying to, I was going to say appeal to the crowd. I don't think that's what it is though. Just arrogant.
He just loves the smell of his own farts, more or less. Let's just call it how it is. Jonny DeLuca is just really impressive about Jonny DeLuca.
Yeah, his favorite person in the world. He'll tell you too.
I'm sure he would.
Not shy.
Oh! Reverberating here in Port Dover.
Again, focused on the crowd.
As now DeLuca yelling at some of the children here.
Focused on the children too. It's an interesting interesting tactic here.
I mean, pin attempt. Here we go. So quick.
But again, if you can get it too after you've just wasted 30 seconds, you have to wonder what happens if he gets that pin right away.
I mean, Brent Banks, like we mentioned, the history and the fantastic shape he is in, but also, you know, time is the ultimate enemy. You know, wrestling for 2 decades and wrestling a who's who of competitors, slamming each other on the ring mat, on the ring canvas, on the ropes, on the floors of every venue you've gone in and out of Ontario. Like it starts to build up over time, and how much damage your body can take. You can have so many abs until the cows come home. I don't know where that metaphor came from, honestly, but the point is, you can be in the best shape of your life. You're slamming yourself down on a multitude of bases. Your body can only take so much.
It's a metaphor that works so perfectly for Norfolk, though.
I mean,
a farming community.
That's true.
Absolutely.
An attempt, only a 2 count.
And we're seeing the intensity slowly rise here. As I think Jonny DeLuca, for some reason, thought maybe this would be easy, and now that he's not getting, things aren't going quite as easily as he'd like. I think he's getting a little frustrated at points.
I mean, DeLuca, a last-minute addition here to the stacked cards we've had tonight. And now DeLuca proving to the one young man in the front row that he can do it. But he's too busy trying to fight little kids and not concentrating on the likes of Brent Banks.
Now he's going to pay for it. Oh, maybe not.
back and forth. And I think Banks now has the advantage.
Careful of the ceiling.
Or maybe not.
Better pause that.
As we hear the yelps from DeLuca.
End of that back area. And a pose, of course. You wouldn't have it any other way.
DeLuca is doing his damnedest to get underneath the skin of everybody here.
Beautiful.
An attempt.
Textbook, as they say.
2 count once again from Banks. Or Banks, excuse me.
Yeah, Brent Banks here. He is got the crowd behind him, showing a lot of energy from this crowd. He's going to need to absorb some of that to stay in this.
It's DeLuca just systematically trying to get underneath the skin of Banks and everybody here in Port Dover.
Truly. Again, though, where's the focus?
Is it the children or is it the person that you were fighting inside of that ring?
I think in NCCW, a land of opportunity, a win over at Brent Banks goes a long way towards maybe getting a title shot down the line.
And we do have the NCCW heavyweight champion here tonight, wrestling both events. And of course, now our brand new NCCW Tag Team Champions, KPK. Who knows who is watching and who is waiting for someone like the Banks?
You know the board of directors here in NCCW keeps an eye on everything. Wins and losses matter. We see that with someone like Kyle Boone getting the opportunity he has on the next show. Someone like Wade Allen getting the opportunity he has on the next show.
Here we go, Banks holding on to that leg and maybe dropping it. I don't know if that's a very interesting shot, but again, so quick is Bobby Banks. Or excuse me, Brent Banks, sorry.
Brent Banks, yes. Wow.
Look at that, so float over. Here we go.
Speed, pick up the pace.
Wow.
Pick up the pace.
Very nice corkscrew elbow from the second rope, and so many rotations in such little amount of time. He was in mid-air.
We talked about how he needed the crowd behind him. That's part of who Brent Banks is, and they are behind him here. And I think it's making all the difference as he tries to work his way back into this match.
There we go. Banks tries to suplex DeLuca. DeLuca reversals. Now a reversal on from Banks.
Held onto the ropes.
Ooh, target acquired with a drop kick. And now Banks.
Are we gonna fly?
I think we're gonna fly, and Banks had so much airtime in the moments that he has had those high aerial assaults.
When he goes high risk, that he gets his high rewards.
Banks on the top rope now. And plenty of clearance. And DeLuca gets out of the way. Meets with a foot from Banks.
That's it.
Oh, maybe not. DeLuca saying that this is now it.
Oh.
Another elbow fakes out Banks on the way.
Yeah, a little bit of an uppercut to that elbow there. Got him right on the chin.
Ducks under once again, another fake out, but a super kick right in the teeth from Banks.
Checking his teeth earlier. Wow.
Oh, very nice agility from DeLuca.
We talked about Banks' agility.
Ooh.
There's some from DeLuca.
A little bit of a reverse sling blade there.
I've never seen that before, CJ.
That's very interesting. Usually you go from behind under the back and slam your opponent down on their back using the centrifugal force from your neck. But now reversing that and landing on your face. Very unique offense from DeLuca.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, that pop and circumstance almost worked it.
With new young talent comes new young opportunities. New moves like that. You know, if you've never seen it before, you can't see it coming.
Oh, pin attempt! I don't think DeLuca saw a pin attempt and a roll up there. Shots back and forth on Banks. And now DeLuca finally getting serious, but so is Banks there. 1, 2.
This has picked up. What a match we have here.
Just sits out with that body slam there, and the momentum using it against DeLuca.
Absolutely. The silliness is gone. These two are here to compete.
Banks is ready to make a statement, cashing it in, impressing everybody on a last-minute addition to here on Clash on the Coast. But DeLuca grabbing the referee and using the distraction to his advantage.
Yeah, Brent Banks' debut here. He needs a win. He'd like to come back.
Roll up there. 1, 2. Very nice. Another roll up. 1, 2. Forcing DeLuca to use any momentum against him. Here we go. Backslide. 1, 2.
Enough.
Not enough. And using the referee once again.
Leave Bobby Bags alone.
Poor Bags.
Other way, Bobby.
Oh, and
Of course.
DeLuca with his version
Good night, Irene. No!
of the lethal injection.
I thought it was done right there, CJ.
Not enough.
I've seen DeLuca put people away with that move across the province and beyond. But not enough here tonight.
Again, it's the experience for the likes of Banks, making him a viable opponent from the very cocky DeLuca.
Absolutely.
DeLuca once again running his mouth.
But I think at this point, CJ, it's not coming from a point of arrogance. It's coming from frustration. You're seeing it here.
And now could get himself disqualified from Bags.
I'm the referee. You don't put your hands on me.
Roll up here. 1, 2. And only a 2 count thanks to the push from Bags.
Over. I hate you all.
And DeLuca wants to put it away here, but Banks sits out with it.
And he got it. What a win. What a debut here in NCCW. For Brent Banks, he put himself on the map.
From all the places that Brent Banks has been in Ontario and beyond, a very nice surprise debut here at NCCW marks a victory. And hopefully it's not the last time we will see Banks in an NCCW ring.
Very, very impressive debut there for Brent Banks. Would love to see him back. Would love to see him work his way towards an NCCW championship opportunity.
I mean, Ricky Wilde versus Banks would be a banger.
Sign me up.
But Jonny DeLuca still running his mouth and trying to fight children.
I'm never coming back here. Thanks to every single one of you.
And I guess this was the first and last time this year we will see Jonny DeLuca here in NCCW.
He says he's not coming back. I guess we'll find out. Would love to see him again, but certainly needs to start picking up some W's if he's going to remain part of the NCCW roster.